Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 9th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far. Everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Tropical Storm Francine and also Invest 92L as well. Also, we're going to take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map, the tropical weather page, with the other two systems in the tropical Atlantic. Also, we're going to take a look at the rainfall totals across the area where tropical storm, which will become Hurricane Francine, maybe even become a major hurricane possible. And talk about that. And also, we're going to take a look at the flash flooding potential at the end of the video. So stick around to the entire video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, here we go, folks. Alright, you can see here's the satellite imagery. Organized, deeper convection around the center. Look like a little bit of dry air is trying to wrap into the center, so that may limit some of the development, but as it gets a little further to the north, we got bath water up here with temperatures pretty much around the mid to upper 80s, right along the coastal areas of East Texas and the coastal areas of Louisiana. That's where the rapid intensification will occur as it approaches land. Okay, but here's the track of the storm. Here's the hurricane storm force winds here in the yellow. It's supposed to become a hurricane later tonight. Remain a hurricane as it tracks on off to the northeast. We have hurricane warnings up here in Louisiana. We have tropical storm watches, warnings, and also hurricane watches extended far to southeast areas of Louisiana. Even tropical storm force winds stretching up toward eastern Louisiana, not too far from the Mississippi border. Then again, more tropical storm warnings also, and yeah, in effect for much of southeast Texas, stretching down to west coast of Mexico. As you can see, it should become a tropical storm by 1 a.m. Thursday, 1 p.m. Thursday afternoon. Should be a tropical depression over areas of Arkansas and Mississippi, and then kind of meander over the Ohio River Valley as well, in portions of the Tennessee River Valley also. Alright, if you're tracking this system at home, it's located in latitude 24.0 north, longitude 96.0 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 65 miles an hour with higher gusts. Moving to the north-northwest at 7 miles per hour. Right now it's classified as tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. Alright, let's take a look at the forecast, see if we can get to the forecast. The computer model. Alright, you can see here at the center of the storm, moves off to the northwest a little bit, and then eventually to the northeast, and then make landfall over here in Louisiana, where we've been talking about for the past several days it would occur, and then head on off into the middle portion of the country, Ohio and Tennessee River valleys. So this is where pretty much the consistency continues to run, so that's the way the storm should progress in that direction. Alright, now let's take a look at the intensity guidance of the system. As you can see, we have about 50 knot winds equal to 65 miles per hour. Right now it's a strong tropical storm, takes into a category 1. That's why the National Hurricane Center going with a low-end hurricane category 2. I would not be surprised it could ease up to a category 3. Depends on how much rapid intensification it makes before it makes landfall in Louisiana. Then a rapid drop off after that time frame. Alright, let's move on to the Invest 92L. As you can see, not well defined this afternoon. Still well raggedy. Fighting a lot of wind shear, so I'm not for sure if this one here is going to make it or not. But if this one here don't make it, the one behind it maybe. We'll continue to monitor that as well. Let's take a look at the spaghetti-o models for this system, just in case if it do make it. Here's the current position of the storm, well compacted, takes it well north of the Leeward Island, and then turns it to the north after that time frame. So, and let's see, let's take a look at the model guidance. The model guidance still keeps about 25 knot winds. You got 30 miles per hour. But most of them do take into a tropical storm, but still kind of iffy on that. But I will continue to monitor that if it do. Some of the models shoots up to a category 3. That's the outlier right now. Most of them take it to a category 1 or a tropical storm. So we'll continue to monitor that. Alrighty, let's take a look at the current watches, warnings, advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see we got the tropical storm watches, warnings in effect for Louisiana along the Gulf Coast. Hurricane watches there, warnings in effect there. Tropical storm warnings also. We have red flag warnings up here in Colorado. Also into, Wyoming, Montana, portion of Oregon. Washington State, Idaho, and so we have some special weather statements there as well for Oregon State, Idaho, for Wyoming, Utah, and also Nevada. Sets of heat warning for Southern California, and also for portions of Nevada. Small craft advisories for portions of Oregon State down to California, also across the South Carolina coastal waters as well. Alaska looks good, and the Hawaiian Chain Island looks good as well. Alright, let's take a look at the remainder of the tropics. As you can see, here's Francine here in the Gulf of Mexico. That little window right here is only opportunity by 60% chance of development. One behind it has a 70% chance of development, I think. Let's see. According to that, 60%. I don't know why they got it red, but I guess it'd be 70%. Alright, let's move on to the okay, here's the projected rainfall across the area. As you can see, the heavy precipitation in the Gulf of Mexico. We have a area of, let's see, 1 to 2 inches in the lighter green color, straight to proportions of North and South Carolina through Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, up Tennessee, also up into Kentucky, also a portion of Indiana, Illinois, Springfield area, just east of you guys. We have another 2 to 4 inches in the darker green areas. Then we have another area from 4 to 6 in the yellow, and then, like I say, 6 to 8. A little pocket over here in Mississippi, but most of it remains offshore at this time. So, but expect some flash flooding possible in these regions. Let's take a look at the flash flood guidance. Okay, you can see we have a marginal risk for portions of Florida, the Carolinas, Georgia, up toward Indiana, Illinois, also Kentucky, Tennessee, portion of Missouri, Arkansas, back into eastern Texas. And there's that moderate risk from Lake Charles almost to Jackson, Mississippi. New Orleans, you included in that moderate risk for flash flooding. And then the slight risk in the yellow, stretching from Little Rock up to Cape Girardeau, Memphis, Jackson, you included, Mobile. You included in that slight risk for flash flooding area. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. I'll have more on these storms tomorrow evening. See what happens with the one out in the Atlantic, one that has a 60% at this time. Let's see how it plays out in the next few days. So, alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Like I said, make sure you subscribe if you have not. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care.